You're undefeated, and you were the hunted in this one, and then it's kind of switched around a little bit this year. You think you guys can kind of play looser? Or is this a better spot for you guys?
I wouldn't say the word is looser. For us, is every week is our focus has been just to get better every single week. They got a tremendous team, and tremendous talent, and a lot of talent on that football team. With the exception of the one guy they lost with A.J. Green, we think this quarterback is probably as good as we've seen. He's right there with that kid from Arkansas, the Tyler Wilson kid. So yeah, they got a lot of stake, kind of in the same position we were to win the East for them guys. But our guys are more focused on Auburn than anything else.
How the safeties playing in the last couple games?
They've gotten a lot better. I'm trying to get more of a rotation. Like to keep trying to put 14 in the game more. Nico is, when he plays man coverage, he's as good as any. Got to keep focusing on tackling, getting lined up right. Those kind of small things for us. My whole focus is just kind of keep a rotation where guys aren't playing, 20 plays on special teams, then trying to take, 70 plays in the game. Trying not to wear them down for these last 3 games, and to get those young guys like the Ryan Smiths and the Enrique's just more exposure and more reps to carry on into the next season.
How important and big was it for guys like Enrique and Ryan, those guys, to have an off week to kind of go back and touch on some of the things that maybe they didn't have time to do throughout the season?
You can't. For young guys like that, valuable, very valuable for guys like Enrique and Ryan, just to go back and see the mistakes that they made. The one play that Enrique made on last week on the deep fade down the sideline. If he was in position and just a little bit better technique, he probably would have picked it. But he got out of phase, and he knew exactly what he did wrong. You seeing it on tape, and then you working the techniques on it for this week and last week and this week. It gives those guys a lot of confidence that they can go in for the next game and probably put themselves in a better position to make plays.
Talk about Georgia's play action. They're a team that is a pretty good play action team, and obviously you guys have to stop the run. What's the challenge there?
They're as good as any. This kid throws the deep ball as good as anybody we've seen, and he's thrown for 25 touchdowns, which is tremendous. I mean, he got some receivers that can stretch the field. And this tight end that he has is. And he's one that kind of in our belief that he makes it happen. The tight end can stretch the field just like a wide receiver, or as good as a wide receiver, and it puts tremendous stress on your safeties. We have to be right on our landmarks. Our eyes got to be right. Our pads got to be right. But the quarterback, again, when he's on, he is on. And so to throw 25 touchdowns in 8 games, that's about 3 a game, and he's putting those guys in every position to win games for them. So our challenge is, to understand that he's going to hit some of these balls. He's going to hit a couple deep balls. But the key is not to get discouraged or distressed. It's to keep the big plays at the minimum. He might hit 1 or 2, but you can't let him hit 5 or 6 because they're going to throw. They're going to throw you 9, 10 a game and test you. And the quarterback is as accurate on the deep ball as anybody we've seen.
Orson Charles, a guy that. How tough is it, because he's kind of a hybrid guy? He has the size, but he kind of runs like a wide receiver.
He runs like I'll tell you, he's got a lot better as a blocking tight end. Last year, he kind of felt like his role when he come in the game, he's going to be more of a pass situation. But this year, I mean, he's a grinder now. And he's a premier tight end. To me, I haven't seen one as good as him since I've been here. He like I said, when he runs just like a wide receiver, and he is putting a lot of stress on the safeties. And then to the point now where, before you maybe have a tip that he may be coming out on the pass, you can't say that now because he's in there to block just as well.
It's better than the one you see every day.
Different kind of body, different kind of style. Lutsen Kirkland's that guy that you put the ball anywhere close to him, he's going to find ways to get open. He's not going to stress you down the field. But this kid puts a lot of stress on your safety. He just happened to be in the 3-point stands and coming out. And he's coming out on us, like I said, as good as anybody we've seen.